Hey, it's Brian here again, talking about workshop details of a particular night. We'll talk about databases and trading systems and how important they are. Now, the primary one I'm using or will be using SQL Server from Microsoft. I also got a few little tidbits we can talk about with MySQL. But I do prefer SQL Server. It's just a more polished product. You can do a lot more. You can get better analytical tools out of the box compared to MySQL, which is obviously open source. It's free, and that obviously comes at a price, meaning you are not going to get those extra analytical and reporting type of tools that you get with SQL Server. So in this little video, I'm going to talk about what you can expect and what I'm going to put up, what we can talk about, so you come back with your questions and answers on these topics, and we'll make a night of it, based around databases and stuff. Now, specifically, I've experimented a lot with SQL Server. I've gotten different use cases I've used with SQL Server, and these are some of them. So let's talk about some of the postings that you can go through, play the videos, play with the source code, play with SQL Server itself, and see what you think. Alright, so the first one is, for me, I thought I'd use SQL Server as a way to keep track of position management on open trading positions. And then that would also not only interact with SQL Server, but also with interactive brokers. I've kind of experimented with it. We can talk about it. I got the info on that. And not only that, but you can also use something called SQL dependency as well. Use other various different ways to use SQL Server as a way to say, is there a change in the SQL Server table, and then raise an event within your C# application so that something happens. So for instance, if you have data come in and maybe something happens with that market data, you can tell SQL Server if there's a certain condition that says, different direction on the market, raise an event to the trading system and say, okay, do something. So you can do those sort of things, and we can talk about it. I think it's limited, but we can still talk about it because there's a lot of people that still try to experiment that. Now, this is the highlight of the whole thing, is that all this stuff is currently available in my Quant Labs Premium my membership. This is only available for my members. So this one's a big one, because what I provide is I provide a trading platform database schema that was generated by SQL Server, and which is all in TSQL, which is basically a script. So you're ready to go once you import it into your SQL Server environment. That's there. It's available, and it's a very basic schema, but it covers all the data components you would need for live trading. So it's there. Take advantage of it. Okay. Now, I also provide, again, I put up videos. Now, this video is kind of important if you're ever interested in learning about Stream Insight or complex event processing. This is a really cool tool, so that, let's say, if you want to use SQL Server as a way to stream data into your trading platform, you can do that. And that's what this product, Stream Insight's for. It's part of the SQL Server 2012. Now, I've always had difficulties connecting SQL Server and MATLAB. That may have changed in 2013, whatever, A or B. I found a way to do it. Now, there's other ways to go about it by actual different MATLAB scripts, or hopefully they made the improvement in the database connectivity toolbox, or what they call it. And again, there's another example of how to insert using a C#. Again, you get a C# application. How to take maybe your IQ feed and import it, or insert it into your SQL Server tables. That example is here. And again, source code, so you get all that. Now, as I said, we could talk about MySQL. Obviously, it's free. It has its limitations. But let's say you want to know how to connect it, MySQL with MATLAB 2012B through the database toolbox. I show that. Very easy to do. Again, another example of that. And again, we can always talk about NoSQL, be it Mongo, Redis. We can also talk about integrating it with something like MATLAB, or R, as another way. This is a very cool video where if you want to use NoSQL or MySQL with Redis, and art, you can actually, this demo will show you how to parallelize all that together. That's a very cool demo, because parallelization is a big deal in the world of databases and R and all that stuff. But this is a cool one. I really did enjoy working with that one. So these are the sort of topics we can cover in that evening or that topic or that night. We can spend as many hours as you want to get everything covered. But that's what you can expect with this database topic as part of this workshop series. So hopefully you're hopefully interested, and this is just one aspect of what we cover. All right, talk to you later.